We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button, tell me when you watch this video, helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with DWAC, Digital World Acquisition Corp. This stock is a stock that has been explosive, and we're going to talk about why it went up so high, how it's actually trying to consolidate here or see a point of what you would call a bottoming out to bounce off of, and what 42 Vision is showing on the 30-minute, the 1 day, and everything we're going to break down here in the charts with this stock. But before we jump into it, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if you want to get in on early on opportunities like yesterday's and today's that you don't want to overlook, definitely join us. Check out the link down below in the description. We look forward to having you join us, and we're going to jump right into it here into DWAC. So the home runs of the day were spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you want to get in on early on opportunities like yesterday's and today's home runs, join us over at the Discord. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So this is yesterday's watch list, and every single stock gave jumps of 3 to 5%, but the home run was DWAC, and this is when we first mentioned it, and from yesterday to today it has gone up over 1,000%. I mentioned it yesterday in the 11s, and it took off to a highest point of 480%. Now, what were the stocks I was watching today, right? So the stocks I was watching today were DWAC and PHUN. I made a video on it yesterday, as well as I was going to watch Snap, FB, and TWTR, which is Twitter, see how they're moving, because they were all doing indirect correlations. Now, the two home runs turned out to be DWAC and PHUN. We're going to look at these charts together. So DWAC today, I mentioned it at 77. It started to pick up here with 42 Vision, and you could see the strength there towards the bell and taking off to a highest point of $175, giving a highest point of 150% plus opportunity. Now, the other stock was PHUN. This was the home run of the day here that knocked it out of the ballpark. We continue to hit grand slams like one of the investors commented on yesterday's video. This is what we continue to look for and strive for every single day. I mentioned PHUN as strength started to come up, consolidated, and after the bell, it took off to a highest point of 400% plus, hitting a highest point of $24. And then quickly you can see the transition into weakness based off of 42 Vision, guys. These are things you can all become part of by joining. The link is down below in the description. Join us so that you can become part of a learning and growing community of investors and get in on early on opportunities like these that we strive to look for every single day. We look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with DWAC, and it's pulling downwards, trying to find a bottom, and we're going to talk about some support levels, resistance levels that are key, and also some valuation importance. Okay, so when this started way down here at $11, even reaching $20, it was less than $500 million in valuation by market capitalization. That's why it kept on running, and I'm going to show you guys why it was able to run as high as it did, all the way to 174 and pull back down, even though retail investors, a lot of investors, institutional investors, hedge funds were piling on in. There was one main cause fundamentally right now, just based off of speculation and valuations, that pushed it up this high. We're going to look at it here together. So the first thing is this right here. The planned merger values Trump Media and Technology Group at an initial enterprise value of $875 million. Okay, then they stated with a potential additional earnout based off additional shares to accumulation, right, of $1.7 billion. And we're going to talk about where this stock is right now in the charts and by market cap at these prices. But this is what confirms why the stock did not stop. I stated yesterday, this stock seems to have no breaks, It just keeps on pushing up higher. And I stated that it was a lot riskier at these levels, right, in the post-market hours. But as I was doing the video, it kept pushing from 53 to 57 and all the way up to 68. And this morning, it just continued. You could see it here on 42 Vision, which is something you can gain access to as well by joining the 42 Vision tier level. Check out the link down below in the description. It's what allows me and many of the investors that are already using it, they're loving it, to have clarity over the charts, to maximize on opportunities, right? And you could see here the shift of things going downwards, and there isn't as much strength. And there's a reason behind that, because the valuations got a little too frothy just based off of these statements, okay? Just based off these statements and this total value of 1.7 billion, things were a little bit beyond where it was expected to be in terminologies of valuations and reality, right? In the stock market and just when it comes to fundamentals. But right now, one of the main things that was pushing this was that it was the top 10, right, most popular names on the Reddit Wall Street Bets chat room on Thursday. And today, a lot of media was out there, a lot of coverage yesterday afternoon, and many people were finding out about it just this morning in the pre-market, or even last night before the after hours were closing out as these videos were rolling out. So if you want to know about opportunities early on, just like this one and many others that we've caught, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us. I mean, we caught this one early at $11. Yesterday it went up nearly 500%, and today it nearly doubled or almost tripled from those levels, giving a total of 1000% since we first mentioned it. But this right here is super important, and the reason being is because right now the market cap is at 1.6. When it was way up here, the market cap was almost at 2 point something billion. So this does have to come back down and cool off to reality, and just the lone Trump media is half of this. So where it currently sits, it could possibly go down 50% when the momentum fades. I'm not saying the momentum is fading just yet. It could be just getting started, and this could be a setup before the next bull run. And we're going to talk about resistance levels and support levels to watch, but it is something to be mindful that it's risky at these levels. Now we have here the reason why this all went ahead and happened, okay? And the main reason is digital world is the SPAC tied to Trump more than doubles. That is it. That's all you need to know. That Trump and obviously digital acquisition have come to, well, digital world acquisition have come to a merger agreement. The merger has not happened. We have to see what date that is. But the whole goal and the whole slogan of Truth Social is to fight back against big tech, and big tech companies are going to be in a very interesting position how this unravels over time. Now, the whole entire stock right now is super elevated. It is hard to put a valuation on this just based off the articles though, and looking at the market cap, you know, this is at a pretty frothy level. But even though it's frothy, if it continues to be backed by different forums and social media hype, this could have another run. This is not the end of it, and if it is, we need to look at these support levels and be aware of them, because once this starts pulling downwards, it's going to move pretty fast, and we've already seen how fast it moves downside, right? It moves really fast to the upside, but to the downside it moves pretty quickly. Now right now, options are still not out for this stock. Once that happens, that could be a big impact. A lot of shorting might start happening, and another thing as well is the fact that it has a low float. As long as it stays with that low float, it could have big swings to the upside and downside. The swings could be pretty impactful. But right now, what do we need to know? The lowest point of the day was 69.45. If that gets broken through, this is definitely going into weakness. And the next point of reference I would watch is down here at $40 and see if the bulls try to reappear and bring it back up, or if the bears are tearing this one down really fast. Now to the upside, the bulls need to break through 115 turn that into a support. That's the highest point when it tried bringing itself back up before falling again. That definitely needs to be turned into a support so that the bulls can start using that as a way to staircase upwards. And the highest point was 174. I think that's going to be pretty difficult to attain. So even before getting there, the highs here of 122 will be significant as well to see how this is actually moving upwards, if it's going with strength or if it's stagnating and having trouble and consolidating before it goes into weakness again. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below on this one, how you feel about DWAC. Where do you see it going? How was it for you? Did you catch it early? We caught this one since $11 yesterday. And if you didn't, join us over at the Discord. Check out the link down below. And we look forward to having you join us. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. And let's make some money.